production.
Do you see this? Yeah? I like that. Do you want to listen?
See, don't be on the road too tough, but I still cut you with the local tugs. Coulda ran off the plug, but I kept it real and I showed him love. Lil' bro got the polka touch, where we grow up is so corrupt. Fancy me on.
My master's project focuses on vocal recordings within the studio, specifically within hip-hop music. The hypotheses which underpin this project is categorized through 4 different concepts which have devised the literature and supported and aided these findings. They are evolution, issues and recording studios, vocal quality and performance, hip-hop vocal techniques and conventions, communications and negotiation. This project has offered me the opportunity to work with 3 different rappers, each of which I have various relationships with. Participant 1 is a rapper who I've got the closest relationship with and who I've worked with many times before. Participant 2, I have met before, but I haven't got an established working relationship with them. And participant 3, the first time I met them was on the day of the recording. Each participant was required to complete a vlog before the session, after the session, and all of the recording sessions were filmed in their entirety. This footage was then analysed using thematic analysis research methods and interrogated to highlight its key findings in regard to the research project. The vlogs and sessions allowed an insight from an ethnographic methodological approach to engage into the cultures, behaviours and social interactions within the recording studio environment.
Damn, this beat is crazy. Who made... Oh, I know. Let me just update. I've been balancing my chakras in the mountains out in Utah. I know I'm the greatest, that's the energy I move off. I don't even gotta play the game like Luau to still get paid more than you are. I might buy a new loft just to entertain hoes. I rarely fuck with white chicks, but shout out to the Wayne's bros. Every woman's beautiful. I'm just giving personal stats. A real boss. I fund it from my personal stash. I'm a touch.
It was good. It was alright. I mean, there was a few things that hindered performance with like the stress of the studio not working properly in some areas. But obviously we weren't to. That wasn't to be known. We didn't know that was going to happen. It certainly didn't happen the first time. So, but I think the communication still though did go through effectively because everyone understood what we were talking about, and people only spoke realistically when it was either expressing stress towards equipment or something to support one another in performance. So yeah, it was definitely positive.
Hey, so my name is K-Mav, music artist out of High Wycombe. My influences are quite wide and varied, and there's too many to list overall, so I'll stick with a few, them being Gets, Chip, and let's say Wretch 32.
Sometimes putting a bit of like reverb on vocal.
Well, to be honest,
It just might make you feel a bit more.
Because this is actually just for you anyway.
Well, it might just make you feel
Yeah.
a little bit spicy.
So be adventurous.
Like like you're performing in the bigger space. So it makes...
My engineer's today, so.
There we go. Okay, cool. Run it.
And I'm coming from a place where they don't give up.
Okay, so I have got the count in on.
When I'm hiding in ammo, she want the wine cause the red wine run out and I come
You ready?
wine when I done in a war, crocodile, see you later, born in the war, got caught for a hate.
We were obviously communicating quite well. When I had problems with audio or the connection, I just asked Gemma to see if she could fix it, and she did. So, you know what I mean? It was asked and answered. And overall, I think the session went quite well. I enjoyed working with Gemma, and I would definitely work with her again. K-Mav, out.
Hi, my name is PJ. I go by Provoker. I've been recording music for the past 10 years.
Just want to get this chorus right. If I get this chorus,
Yeah, we'll keep going till you get it.
Never had a godfather or my padre, so I went and got some more jealous for my Marjay, cause it's been graveyard shifts. Dad in his grave, made it out of the maze, I'm in a maze.
Love that.
Know how I go ham when I pray, cause there's no real helping hand when handling pain. If God made man in his
Like, with the engineer, of course, you need to have a back and forth dialogue going. But, yeah, you sometimes need your own sort of space to be creative and think, what's the next move? Then overall, it was, you know, a very good experience. Definitely being in that studio environment, as I said, after quite some time, was definitely an experience in itself. I enjoyed every moment of it, even where sometimes technical difficulties could come into play.
The findings of this research project were that a new recording environment can invoke pressure within the individual if they are unfamiliar to the surroundings, which makes it important to have a comfortable nature instilled into the session in order to allow them to perform emotional expression. It was also identified that the mainstream portrayal of hip-hop studios are not reflective of the reality to the participants' experience of that environment. As these environments require high energy, motivation, emotional expression, and encouragement, it's important that any advice or criticisms are communicated in an honest and constructive manner. The way criticisms or advice is given in the studio is detrimental to the performance and creating the right vibe. It was also highlighted that being in the studio made the participants feel a sense of achievement and status. Cross-gender relationships and the perceptions and communications in the studio with working with a female engineer were not deemed by any of the participants as an issue. There were also correlations identified between sports performance and music performance. Artists were also more likely to perform better in an environment and achieve a better and more quality vocal recording through using techniques such as time to settle into the session, practicing, discussions and open communication, constant support and high energy in order to achieve the right vibe. UWL provided me with the opportunity to grow and develop my music production skills and acquire knowledge of how to apply myself to work independently and grow in my career.